Guys and gals, J-Man Espresso back with another video for you. As you might have guessed, we got some more Assassin's Creed Revelations beta coverage. So, let's get right into it. Now this is from the same day. This is a match right after the match that I put up the other day. I had a good run, couple games in a row, so I figured I'd use them up. And I got some more gameplay today, make some more videos with it, so on and so forth. So I picked the same character because it did pretty well with her. Again, I found her pretty hard to find. You know, going through as you're walking around the maps, I found her hard to see. So as a tip for you guys, if you're playing the beta, why don't you try out this character? I personally think that she's a little harder to pick out of the crowd than some of the other character models. So give it a shot, see how it works for you. So, what I'd like to talk about today in this beta coverage video are some improvements that I think Ubisoft has made to the multiplayer component as compared to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Now, just off the bat, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood multiplayer, if you ask me, was already a solid game. It wasn't so much what Ubisoft did that I think ruined it. I think it was just the community, the people who played it, that kind of made it go downhill a bit. Not necessarily everybody, certainly not everybody that played it, but there's a number of people that, you know, it happens with every game. There's the way the developers intend you to play it, and there's the way people actually play it. It's not good or bad, it's just the way it is. The way the developers intended you to play Brotherhood multiplayer, and of course Revelations multiplayer, is similar to how Splinter Cell multiplayer games used to be played. Slower paced, you kind of stalk your prey, and you know, they were great in Splinter Cell. So I'm sure that's the style they were going for in Assassin's Creed. But you know, a lot of people are always talking about how, you know, oh, this game used to be so good. Why isn't this new one like this? This game that was out 3 years ago was so good. Why isn't this one like this? You know, with everything. I mean, every game. And you got to look at it two ways. One, you know, the gaming world's just changed. So games are going to be different. The way people play is going to be different. I mean, it's years ago. Even if it's just 3 or 4 years ago. Think back 3 or 4 years ago. Gaming was very different than it is today. It was just a totally different dynamic, totally different type of people, ages of people, and just the sheer amount of people is different. So the way that I think Brotherhood really went downhill is just that Ubisoft hadn't implemented enough incentive for you to play the game as they intended it. Slower paced, taking your time, blending in with the crowd, stalking your prey, as opposed to going up on a rooftop, running at full speed the entire time, completely ignoring your controller vibrating, and just, you know, getting the least amount of points possible for the kill. Because here's the thing, you got the least amount of points possible. You didn't get the hiding points and you know, all that, you know, the extra points for going slow and blending in. But if you ran around the map and got enough kills getting it the cheapest way, you could still win. And that was the problem. Now, I've been playing the Assassin's Creed beta here. Some people are still playing it the old school way. There's less of it, you know, but that's because there's not nearly as many people that are going to play this game as there are PlayStation Plus members, so you have to look at it, you know, from that perspective. But there are people, I mean, it seems to be that the majority of people are playing the game the right way. I'm not saying going on rooftops are bad. Going on rooftop is fine. It's that not using any of the dynamics that have been put into the game for you to use, people, you know, that it wasn't done in Brotherhood, people are doing in the Revelations beta. So that's one major thing that I'm happy to see. They've also implemented a number of abilities, not a lot of new abilities, which I think is a very good thing. Those are all things that keep you back, that keep you coming back. You know, a lot of times you might not realize that. You just think, oh yeah, they're great things to have in the game, but the reason why those are there is to make the game more interesting. I mean, if the game was just you walking around, blending into the crowd, trying to kill somebody, working on a team or by yourself, that will get boring. I love Assassin's Creed. It's one of my favorite games. I'm telling you, that'll get boring. So, there's some good abilities added, and we'll see some in some further gameplay as I get some more videos up that have a higher level up character. There are a couple sets that you can choose in the training series. If you go through the training missions, there's a couple sets that you can already choose that have some that are similar to what was in Brotherhood and some new stuff, so that's good. Now I want to touch on map design real quick. Now I got a comment from one of you guys saying that the maps in the full game are going to be the same size as they are in Revelations. And at first I was like, no, that can't be. But then I got to thinking, you know, it makes sense. For a game mode like Easy Deathmatch, where there's no abilities, there's no feature set, it's just you and a bunch of other people, and how you do your kills is how you get your points, I would not be surprised if the maps are this small. It keeps the action going, keeps things exciting, you know, you respawn, and you know, you're very close to the next person, so I wouldn't be surprised. So that's a good way to point that out. I didn't write down the name of the person who commented that, but thank you for bringing that up. That made me think about it, and that was a good comment there. Now, just the general look of the game, I mean, here's the thing, it looks like Assassin's Creed, you know. And now, if you still have Assassin's Creed 1 or even Assassin's Creed 2, put them in your console and take a look at how they look different. All right, even on the consoles, there's improvements. You know, and a lot of people always say, well, if it's just a trilogy, they're using the same engine. How is it improved? Simple. They improve the engine. I mean, that's the simplest thing. On the PC, it's easier to see sometimes because you can upgrade your graphics card, you upgrade your PC while games come out. So you might see those improvements. They might be more profound, but I played this, and then I popped Assassin's Creed Brotherhood in, and then I put Assassin's Creed 1 in just to look at it. And the game is definitely improved. The graphics are a lot sharper. There's a lot more color to the world, a lot more detail to the world. So that is something that I'm happy to see, and I'm happy to see that on any game. I'm sure you guys would agree with that. Now the character models for the multiplayer. Now we haven't seen the story mode, and I don't expect that we will until that comes out. But just the character models that are available to you from the very beginning are very varied. I mean, there's a lot of variation with the character models that you can choose. It's not just all of the same theme with a different looking face. I mean, if you look around, all the different character models are totally different. Looks like they're from different parts of the world, different backgrounds, different hierarchies in society. So that's good. That's another improvement that I'm glad to see. It makes the world more believable in this multiplayer world that they've created. I like the way that they've streamlined the HUD, the heads-up display. I think it looks a lot cleaner. It looks better with the Assassin's Creed style, and they were able to give you more information using less space. So I think that's good. I like that. And you know, this is only my second video here. We will be doing more videos of Assassin's Creed. I'll have some up. I might have some more up today even. But just overall, I think that improvements across the board from what we've seen in the beta are solid. Graphics are good, colors are good, you know, the art style, the new character models, map design, it's great. Now we're going to touch on map design a little bit further in a upcoming video. I want to discuss, I think they've done some good things with the way they've set up the maps, where things are, and I just want to point a couple of those out. So I think that they're doing an okay job so far from what I've seen with addressing some of the problems that we saw in Brotherhood, with people not taking their time and going around the way the developers designed. And look, there's going to be people that are going to do that, and maybe you're one of those people and you're saying, hey, well, I like to do that. That's fine. It's a video game. You know, as long as you're not ruining somebody else's good time, I really have no problem with it. It's when you start to cramp on someone else's game that's trying to enjoy the game, that's when it bothers me. And I think most people I think most people, the majority of you guys, are going to agree with me there. Now the reason why I think those problems are going to be addressed is if you look at the ability system and you look at the way you get your points, you get much more points this time around for taking your time, stalking your prey, being invisible, than you do for just running on the rooftop, being spotted, getting in a chase. If you get in a chase with another person, all you get are the points for the kill. That's it. So I think that's a good job. So I have a couple questions for you guys. Leave them down in the comments. Which Assassin's Creed game was your favorite, and why? Was it Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed, you think it's going to be this one, or do you think it was even the first one, Assassin's Creed? Let me know in the comments which is your favorite game and why. Also, let me know about what you guys think of the length of my videos. Do you think they're too short? Do you think they're, well, they're not too short, but do you think they're too long? Would you like to see some shorter videos? Let me know down in the comments. Alright everybody, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching. Check out the links for some more videos. Don't forget to subscribe for more daily content. I'll see you later.